Well, good evening and welcome to the WFO Racing Network on YouTube here tonight. And we're live for the WFO Racing's Wicked Wednesday Xfinity Series. And we're at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We were here last night with the Truck Series, and man, what a race that was. If you missed it, you can always go back through our streams and catch up with it. We're about 14 seconds away here from getting a starting grid for you. So we'll get that fired up as soon as we get there, and I'm going to get my drink opened up. And we're going to have a hell of a lot of fun. We're going to have a broadcast for sure, but a hell of a lot of fun doing it. Just like every week, I think. I don't know. I'm just making it up, probably. I'll make it up as I go along. I think we're allowed to do that, and it says we're lining up, so I'm going to try to get a camera on that situation right there. And I love how they start the cars here at Charlotte. It is one of the things I like. And let me find our starting grid real quick. As you can see, the cars starting to drivers starting to get in their cars out there on the track right now. All right, starting on the pole here tonight. He's been fast, and he's been fast for a while here at WFO. It's good to have him back this season. Racing what seems to be full-time, that 26 of Keaton Tripp. To his outside, though, another guy, no stranger to victory lane, for sure. No stranger to championships as well. That's going to be Richard Holland in the 31. Starting third tonight, Chuck Sweeting, last night's winner in the number 75 truck. He's going to be in the number 75 Xfinity car here this evening, and one of the fan favorites to the outside of him is going to be that number 51 of Troy Cook. Starting fifth, Enrique. Got to do a lot of racing around that number 10 last night, and a lot of fun racing around that driver. It always is. Great attitude about him. And just fun, hard, clean racing. That's the 10 of Rick Fagone right there. Starting sixth is going to be the 11, Christopher Spencer. He had a good run last week, so we'll see what Christopher can do this week. Seventh is going to be the 86 of John Sadu, and his outside in eighth. That's going to be the 00 of Nick Hunt. Starting ninth tonight, another fan favorite, probably the fan favorite on most broadcasts. That's going to be that number 3 of Hal Lamy. In his outside in 10th, there's a bootlegger, so watch out. Tommy Haynes in the 17. 11th place, you're going to find John T. Wimbish in the number 56, and to his outside in 12th, that'll be the number 14 of Craig Lerman. Starting 13th here is going to be the 70 of Burt Wilson, and to his outside in 14th, last night's broadcaster and commentator, Bradley the Coop Cooper, also known as Mr. Bojangles on Twitch. He'll be in the 5 car. Starting 15th, Double B, Brian Beach in the 18, and his outside in 16th. That'll be Dakota Floyd's number 24. Starting 17th, we'll have the 718 of Raymond Chess, and his outside in 18th is going to be the 28 of Austin Wagner. 19th tonight, Larry Dickerson, 69, and his outside in 20th will be Glenn Jamison in the 63. Starting 21st, you'll see Kyle Stewart in the 20, and in 22nd will be the 29 of Christopher Campbell. That's going to do it. Pretty good field here tonight at Charlotte. And we expect it to be some good racing here as well. So timing and scoring looks good. The restart, Geico restart zone is in effect here at Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight. So the drivers will launch in that restart zone. Pace cars in. And that line somewhere up here. Right there's the restart line. And the green flag's out, and we're racing at Charlotte with the Wicked Wednesday Xfinity Series. See Keaton Tripp right there, not wasting any time. And look at that, the 75 right there, Chuck Sweeting. Sweeting in a battle with Holland, but Holland's going to prevail from the outside line, and that's going to put the 31 up to second. So Richard Holland with a pretty good, probably not the start that he wanted, but definitely turning the heat up now in the 31. And we're just about ready to start working lap number 2 here, as that 31's trying to close up on the 26's bumper. Sweeting, though, is going to settle the 75 in the 3rd place. He's just in front of the 51 of Troy Cook. See Troy's black and blue familiar paint job there. A little bit of gray into it now, too. So a little bit different paint job, but still the black and blue colors you get used to seeing on the 51. We go back here to 6th. You're going to find the 10 of Rick Fagone. He's going to be behind the 11 car of Christopher Spencer. So my timing and scoring isn't exactly correct, but I can fix that real fast. I don't think it was set up right anyway. There we go. Hi, Denise. Welcome to the stream tonight. Hello, Bill. Welcome to the stream to you as well. Got no nation. Something to do with aliens, and you know how that works with him. Hi, Cindy. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the update on that. We'll get that driver of the day votes coming in pretty soon. So we're on board right now with the 00. Nick Hunt sitting back here in the 8th position. And you see a familiar car in front of him. So we're going to jump up there real quick. Now you're on board with the driver of the 3 car. It's going to be Hal Lamy, currently running in the 7th spot. Great run for this driver last night, so... Oh, we got Nation in the booth. The aliens let him go.
What's up, fucker?
Well, I'm reading YouTube, and Denise said that they got you good last night.
I don't know about any of that.
I don't know about none of that either. Is there truth to this, Nation?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, huh? No truth to it at all.
Nope.
I'll tell you what there is truth to. Keaton Tripp's leading it, but, man, that lead is sure thinned out. Holland is there, looking to the inside right now. 2 different entries for these guys. Holland entering a little bit lower, Keaton a little higher. And I kind of did that last night. I'd drive it in there a little sooner. Well, you got people saying what's up to you in the chat and everything tonight, Nation.
That's just Cy.
So you do see the chat then?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, Diana just said Nation's a bitch. I can read between the lines there, Nation. That's where I got that from. Why is that? Why would she say that about you, Nation? That's the question.
I don't know.
I don't either. I'm going back here where we got some 2x2 racing action, though. Austin Wagner wrapped up in it here a little bit. Double B, 5 car, 86 car. Man, this is where the race is at on the racetrack. If you're anybody but everybody, this is where you're at racing right now. 70 car, Burt Wilson, 28, Austin Wagner. 5 car, Bradley Cooper, 86 here, John Sanu. Sanu is, he's holding on to the top 10, but, man, he's got a parade trying to get it. Coop's trying to wrestle it away right now. I told Coop last night to go out and have a good run tonight, Nation.
You did.
I did, so we're going to see if he listens.
He don't ever listen.
Nope. Kind of like me and you.
Yeah, we don't listen for shit.
Something about getting in the broadcast booth with the village idiots and no listening's going to happen.
None.
So I was a little later than usual getting back here tonight, Nation, and there's a reason for it.
And
Take a wild guess what I was doing.
Washing the car.
No. Something to do
Checking the
with
mail.
Something to do with what you told me to do last night.
Watching that movie.
Yep, the wife and I watched it on Pluto.
It's fucking funny, isn't it?
It's funny and it's kind of stupid, but funny.
Well, yeah.
But I think the stupid's what makes it funny.
Right.
It kind of Village Idiot style funny. Well, maybe. It was funny. She was racist, was she, Nation?
A little bit.
So up front, nothing has changed. The lead has stayed about the same for the 26 of Keaton Tripp, and Hollins, he's working on him, but he just can't get there. Well, he's there, Nation. He just can't get the spot. What do they say? Catching a guy is one thing and passing him? Well, that's a completely different one. And as I say that, Holland's going to prove me a liar. He's going to get a look to the inside of the 26, but I don't know if that's going to be enough off the corner. The 26 is going to pull maybe slightly ahead at best. I don't know. If I could predict what the cars would do or who would do what, Nation, I'd win every race I got in.
And the lottery.
Yeah, and the lottery. It looks like the 26 is going to hold them off. But I'll tell you, the guy that's catching them when they're racing around like that, that's the 75, last night's winner, Chuck Sweeting. Oh, bullshit, not bitch, Nation. So maybe I got it wrong. No. I don't get stuff wrong.
No.
Never.
Never.
Never. Oh, what do we got going on back here? And man, we're 15 laps in, Nation, and it's been all clean and green. What is going on? Are we in a bizarro world here or what tonight?
Lately, yeah.
I guess we got spoiled by all the cautions in the short track last couple of weeks, so. Oh, man, Nation. You got them women fired up tonight, buddy. I don't know what I'm just staying out of it, Nation. I'm not saying a word.
Yeah, me too.
Battle for second. Holland in a little bit of trouble here. 75 of Chuck Sweeting. He's trying to take the spot away. And let me remind all the viewers and even Nation and myself in the booth here that they've got 3 sets of tires after this set of tires they got on the car right now, Nation.
So they have 4 sets of tires.
4 sets total in 130 laps, man. These guys are going to have to make a run or two without taking tires. We had to do it in the trucks last night, so after they make that first pit stop, it's surely going to shake things up a little bit. But on the other side of that is we didn't get very far on our fuel tank last night.
No. You did like, what, 25 laps?
24, 25 laps at most, and you really wasn't going to get anything more than that out of it. So that's, I expect these guys, if it stays green, to start coming in the next 5, 6, 7 laps. It's going to be pretty soon, is what I'm saying. If I'm not speaking clearly enough. I'll tell you what, Holland is holding off the 75 back there, Sweeting. And it'll be interesting to see. You'll know who took tires after they make their pit stops, Nation, because those guys will be flying and the other guys won't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You still reading the chat?
Cindy, I don't curse. Thank you. Vern, did you see that fucking shit?
I see it, and Cindy, you're exactly right. And I never took any of that towards me at all, because not only have I not done any wrong, but I'm not Nation. I get a free pass. Everybody who's not Nation gets a free pass.
That is fucked up.
It's true, though, right?
No.
Sure it is. Plus, I wasn't involved in your shenanigans last night.
I don't ever do shenanigans.
Well, irregardless of what you think.
Oh, God damn it.
I had to.
Of course you did.
I got Macaulay doing it. Nick Scoop's going to be doing it. And everybody's going to do it too, Nation. Ooh, Holland's in the wall. 31.
That's not a good place to be.
No, sir. 31 contacting the outside wall right there. And just, whoa, Nation. Our screen went out. It went out again. What are we doing wrong?
Mine didn't go out.
I blacked it out. You'll see it.
I'm watching it on iRacing.
Oh. So you went ahead and just did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're watching it in real time is what you're saying.
Right.
All right, why the 31 got into the wall, that allowed this driver right here, the 75 of Chuck Sweeting, to take the the second spot away. Not the top spot. He's not there yet. Keaton still got it, but I'll tell you, Sweeting's starting to close that gap now. Keaton's pretty much led this thing since a green flag is dropped. That 26 car looking pretty good out there right now. It's got about half a second, 5/10 of a second, so that's a half a second, right, Nation?
That would be a half a second, yes.
If you're West Virginia mathing, then it might be different, but
It'd be 7/8 of a second.
7/8 or 9/10 of a second.
Yeah.
Damn, Nation, I don't know what you did, but
I don't even know how to pronounce that.
so I thought Sweeting was closing the gap, but he's not now. Oh, man. Should I shut the broadcast down when Diana gets here, Nation?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind too much.
Let's see some Troy action, he said. So let's see it. 8th position right now for the driver of the 51. And we're 25 in. I haven't seen any takers to pit road as of yet, Nation. So I think a guy thinks that maybe the Xfinity car here is getting just a tad bit better fuel mileage than the truck did. Or is it that the Xfinity car has a tad bit larger gas tank than said truck did?
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, so we're going to go on board with the 51. Troy Cook right here in the 8th position. We'll give Logan a look at what it's like to get around Charlotte in one of these Xfinity cars. And, man, you heard him check up coming off the corner, so you know this car's getting tight. We'll watch it in the steering wheel. Cockpit viewer will probably just be a tad bit better to see that. If I can see what I'm doing on my camera box right here. But we'll watch as he goes into turn 1. Just watch how much wheel he puts in the car here. He's down around the 10 o'clock. That's because he backed way out of the throttle. Boy, Nation, I don't know what you got going on, buddy.
I'm just going to say Denny's just swore.
YouTube didn't block it. So Keaton leading it. Sweeting second, and Holland's falling back a little bit. He's back in third, but he's fallen off these 2 liters by 2.7 seconds. So the 31 is dropped off the pace of those guys. Maybe a little bit of damage on that right side after contact with the wall. Logan said he was doing some racing on the Legacy trucks here at Charlotte. A lot of fun. Used to run those a lot. The, what do they call that one? The Pickup Cup Series, Nation?
Yeah.
Man, got Diana mad? What is wrong with you?
She'll get over it.
You know what's going to happen in the chat when you do that. You're going to turn a whole army of women against you, Nation. Oh, hell, it won't be the first time.
Oh, yeah, hold my beer.
That's right. Definitely won't be the first time he's done that. But I think back to, a season 2 and 3 seasons ago when we get around this time of year and they got apple pies and pumpkin pies and just rubbing
and we
it in
got
our
shit.
face. And we got nothing, did we?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing. Didn't even get to smell it.
We didn't even get a picture of it.
Nothing. Not a picture, nothing. Nope. So we got over that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I got over it to the point I baked my own freaking apple pie for Thanksgiving.
I'm not allowed to touch the oven.
Burn the house down.
Probably.
Oh, here we go. That didn't take long, did it, Nation?
There it is.
Yep. Never takes long. I'm going to hide the user and then time him out, Nation. And it's the same one every week, and you can report it to YouTube, but yet they can't seem to get rid of the bots. You know why?
No.
Because it's their bot.
Probably is.
It has to be. All right, so watching the third place driver, he's about 3.5 seconds behind this driver right here. And this driver right here, he's got about the same distance on second place as he had the last time we checked on him. About a half a second. You hear how much. Here we go. Pit stops are happening now. Leader is on pit road. 26 car. Keaton Tripp. We got another taker behind him. I believe that might be the 31. Nope, 31 still on the track. So we have some that are dropping like rocks on the standings. We'll go up to where the 75 is. I expect him no more than a lap or two. Well, he's going to bring it in this lap right here. So here comes your current leader. That's the 75. Chuck Sweeting. Oh, Nation.
What?
I'm reading the chat, buddy. Oh, that's what all this is about.
Junior, I'll drop you like a .com.
What the hell? So the flaming UFO is what this all comes down to here. Well, that's going to be Dakota Floyd bringing it to pit road. I think when this cycles out, the positions are going to be similar to what they were before they started pitting. The 26 of Keaton Tripp is your leader. Chuck Sweeting right back there about 3/10 now in second place. So it's going to shake out about like they pitted, Nation.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is, though, Holland's going to drop back a little bit. So Holland would have come in third. He's come out sixth right here. So he's backed up just a tad bit. Oh, and we got
caution.
Chuck Sweeting running second, and I just seen his car turned around going the wrong way, Nation. How would that have happened?
I don't know, but that's no way to be.
All right, so right here, watching the 75 car, he just got loose. Look at that. Inside wall, heavy contact. He's going to get it spun around, pointed the right way, but that's going to be enough to put us under caution flag number 1. We're going to watch that again from a little different camera view. Kind of watch his front wheels here to see what happened. So on board with the 75, and the car's turning down in the corner. It just got loose. Oh, yeah, right down by the apron. Car gets loose, and no saving it for a guy.
Nope, he gone.
That's all it takes, isn't it, Nation? So there it is, 75 car, running second at the time. And that's going to bring out caution flag number 1 for the race here tonight. And I would have loved to burn it down with a UFO on fire, but I don't have a burning UFO at all. I was supposed to have a burning UFO, but I don't have a burning UFO.
I'd fire somebody.
You don't have to be fired, Nation, because you don't get paid. So
Well, there is that.
you can't fire somebody who don't get paid. You knew that already.
Yeah, we already knew that.
We've already discussed that. Because we tried to fire ourselves from broadcasting.
Didn't work.
No, because we don't get paid. If we got paid, we could fire ourselves. Maybe we should pay ourselves just to fire ourselves.
I wonder if we'd still get paid.
I don't know. Like, reach in your pocket and hand yourself money.
But I don't have any money.
Yeah, good point. I don't have any in my pockets right now either.
No, I certainly don't.
I don't even have pockets, I don't think. It's bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad when you can't even afford pockets anymore.
Can't even afford to fire yourself.
We can't afford to fire ourselves, can't afford pockets, and man, my poor racing rig, Nation, it's wore out. A guy just can't see spending the money on a set of pedals, man.
No.
I guess the brake pedal's overrated. I just need to disconnect the son of a bitch and go with
Yeah,
it.
you don't need that fucking thing.
Why don't I swap it out for the clutch pedal? Wonder
Well,
if
you're
that
going to
would
need
work.
that one.
No, I can put the auto clutch on. Maybe,
Or that.
Maybe I'll just start using the keyboard for brakes. Oh, tell Mama Riddle we said hi, Denise. Even Nation. Say it, Nation.
Hello.
The good news is we're 2x2 on the track, and that can only mean one thing. They're 2x2.
Well, that's a clever observation, yeah.
They're not 2x2 either. The lights are still on the pace car, so all that was false. And really irresponsible for me to say. No more of the eerie words. Done with them. Irregardless, irresponsible. We're done with them, Nation.
We're just done.
Done. Done for.
Done.
All right, so let's see if the lights go out on top of the iRacing pace car now, and yes, they do. That'll mean the next time we're going green, Nation, in the Geico restart zone. Because if they don't go in the zone, they're probably going to get a nice penalty from iRacing. And a guy can't do nothing about that. You can't do nothing about it. I can't do nothing about it.
We don't have Macaulay, do we?
Nope. We don't have the Warden 2.0. We had a guy a little creative on the iRacing radio last night, and I'll tell you what, Macaulay slapped him quick, didn't he, Nation?
Yeah.
I just called that character a little bit colorful, and all I said was he better watch it. And the next thing you know, he was gone. He was done for.
He had all the time in the world now.
Yep, he's got all the time in the world to say whatever he wants, and we don't have to listen to it. Thank you,
Nope.
Macaulay. So they're coming through 3 and 4 now. 2x2, lights out on the pace car. That means we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. And the pace car makes the hard left, and we are coming up to the Geico restart zone, but we're not there. Oh, we're there now. The 26 fires, gets a good restart right here. He's going to jump out by about 8 car lengths. So I'd say that young man right there in the 26 car played that one out right. But look back here in second, Enrique Del Toro. Escobar.
Daniel Fagande Jr.
That's
the
right.
third.
Junior the 30th. He's under fire, though. 56 of John T. Wimbish. Wimbish almost took the second spot away, but they're going to be side by side at the line, and Wimbish going to get scored in second. He's going to lead second by a nose, Station.
Just the nose.
Just the nose, but it looks like the 56 car got a little bit tight down in the corner, and that's going to let Enrique pull up into the P2 spot. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't count that 10 car out for this race tonight. He was pretty racy last night in the truck. And I believe with the right strategy, the guy could have competed and maybe even snuck a win out of there, Nation.
Perhaps.
And another guy, had he not screwed himself trying to get to pit road, could have possibly even snuck away with a win last night. But we're not going to talk about that. I don't know why we're buffering on the stream. Probably YouTube. You didn't see any buffering, did you?
Nope.
Shouldn't. I think it was just on mine because I'm showing 0 drop frames, so no problems with it.
4 wide, no. Not without wrecking everybody.
Oh, 4 wide. You could probably, if you had 4 really good skilled drivers, maybe. But we don't have that at WFO. We have some of the best drivers on iRacing, in my opinion. But I wouldn't trust 3 others to go 4 wide with me, Nation.
No, not on this track.
I wouldn't even trust myself. So short answer is no. Sometimes it's hard enough to get around this place single file.
Just 1 wide.
Exactly. And that's evidenced by the right side of some of these drivers' cars. Well, with bicycles, Junior, we can probably go, I don't know, 20 wide, Nation?
You could fit a few in there, yeah.
Get quite a few. Hell, you can get 4 or 5 wide in front of one of the cars. Now, you get away with 2 wide. You see some 2 wide racing here, but sometimes 3 wide on restarts and stuff, you'll see that happen. But when you see 4 wide happening, you're going to definitely see a caution. In fact, the rule of thumb is when you see 3 wide happen, you're going to see a caution. Yeah, and I guess technically the training wheels would make it a little bit wider. So I'm back here to the 14 car Lerman, and man, he's got numbers all messed up tonight. He's in a 3 Goodwrench car, and I'm pretty sure that's not the number 3 here tonight.
That is not the number 3.
And guess what? We're 6 races into the season, and it's very unfortunate, but I can't score that driver tonight.
Nope.
He's going to lose all his points for the race because I'm pretty sure it said it plain. Macaulay has said it plainly, and I've said it plainly enough that I'm not going to beat that Bush no more.
I'm pretty sure we told him last week. That was the last time.
And Austin Wagner fixed it, so his car is right now, but apparently we got another driver that doesn't listen. He does not listen, Nation.
Yeah, well.
We've seen that happen before. But I know what'll happen to the driver when they don't. Repeatedly don't listen. All right, so top 5 right now. Keaton Tripp in the 26, your leader. Rick Fagone in the 10 and second. 56 of John T. Wimbish back in third. And fourth, you got Christopher Spencer's number 11. And rounding out the top 5's the 28. And there's contact and a wreck.
God damn it.
That went down quickly.
Yeah, there it is.
Caution flag number 2 on the speedway. So you see the... Look like they might have tried 3 wide here. Let's check it one more time. 56, 11, 28. So there's the 56. The 11's going to get a run in the middle and the 28 on the high side. And yes, 3 wide, in fact, does not work. And the 11 driver, the 11 car can verify it.
So there's your answer for 4 wide.
There's your answer on 4 wide. They couldn't get 3 wide to stick. They ain't going 4. We'll change the camera views one more time here because it looked like the camera cut out on us a little bit in the camera angles. So, and I think it might do it again. Oh yeah, there just wasn't no room. The 56 was up the track and the 11 tried to move in there, and 56 was already up there. So there really wasn't no room for the 11 right there, and that's what's going to bring out caution flag number 2. And that, boys and girls, is how attitudes blow up.
No, not here.
Well, those 2 drivers got some history. I know it from after the race last week. And I think you probably do too, Nation.
A little bit.
And I can tell you right now, I'm not doing that this week. I am not going to do that.
We're not playing that game.
We're not playing it. Nope. My patience level is, well, it's gone.
Is she gone?
At best, it never really existed, but it's clearly gone now. That's one of my pet peeves. Yeah. Everyone knows it too. You know what I mean, Nation?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had fire at one time.
You still got it.
Now we don't even have a spark. We had fire, now we can't even get a spark.
Yeah, damn, honeymoon is over.
A burning UFO still would have been nice. I agree, Junior. I do agree with that, and I agree with all the U.S. UFOs and stuff there, and the fire, and the aliens, Cindy. That's a nice little gestures to put in. And I know a guy that said that he might be able to make us something like that, but
You may want to call him.
well, I tried, and he don't pick up the phone anymore.
He's a dick.
He is. But is he really? If he admits it, then if you admit that you're something, you're really not. I'm just saying that could be true, Nation.
It could be.
In no world said anybody.
Ever.
Ever. In the history of everness.
In the history of anything.
In the history of all of it. In what history, though?
You're kind of getting pretty deep with this.
Yeah, we're going to stop right there. We're not going to continue that conversation any further. We're going to try to find a new conversation, but probably just deal with the conversation we got, which is the race, right? No, There's no conversation there.
Look, they're making a left turn.
Well, they made a lot of those. I believe they've made too many left turns.
How many laps is this fucking thing?
Well, Macaulay set it up.
Oh, so it's like 1 billion.
130. Which is close to $1 billion.
Pretty close. Would you rather have $130 or $1 billion? Same thing.
Same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all going to the same place. Out of our hands. Quickly. Be expedited service out of our hands, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
So we did get a new leader. 00 car right there. And you got Coop up there in the 5. That 3 that you see is not Hal Lamy. That, in fact, is the 14 of Craig Lerman. You got Keaton Tripp, though, restarting second row outside. So the 26 car is going to have a little work to do. And, different times, for guys taking tires here. Some of these guys don't have fresh tires right now. A few of them probably do. So we're going to find out who's got what when we restart right here on lap 54. And we'll take a little bit better look at the field. This would be kind of through the fence, so the fence kind of blocks our view a little bit, Nation.
That's a fact.
That's bullshit.
Goddamn fence.
Let's just take it down. All right, pace car's in.
You don't need it.
You can see the Geico restart zone real good right here. They're going to cross the line, and they're going to go now. And that start still looked a little bit botchy, man. If somebody gets handed a penalty, I wouldn't be totally shocked. 00's going to launch, though. Take way off here. Back in second. That 14 car, Lerman, in a battle right now. And that battle's right in front of Keaton Tripp, and we know the 26 is fast. He was the pole sitter here tonight. He's just kind of caught in traffic, and he's going to try to look at 3 wide, and I'm telling you, there ain't room for it. We've seen what happened on the last 3 wide. Don't do it, Keaton, don't do it. Right, Nation?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, Cindy, welcome to the stream. That's going to be Cindy Bartlett there.
Hello.
Call her Cindy B tonight. Got Cindy T and Cindy B, Nation.
CB.
There you go. So look at Coop in that 5 car in the P2 spot, but that 26, man, he's hungry. He's fast and he's hungry. Meanwhile, the 00's enjoying about 0.4 of a second on these guys right here. So he's hoping they get side by side and that thing opens up a little bit more, Nation. You get 2 of them racing side by side and the lead will grow for them. Nope, not yet. 26 is not quite there. Pulling up, though, on the back. Coop holding in there pretty good. Proud of the driver of the 5 car right now. 26 got by a car or 2 to get up there, and I yawn, Nation.
I'm trying to scroll through these fucking cars. There's got to be an easier way to do this.
Oh, there's not an easy way to do it. Oh, if you have ATVO, just open it up and use the timing screen. You'll get better cameras and everything, Nation.
I don't have that.
Well, download it, feller.
That sounds illegal.
It's not. It's free.
I would never do that.
You download other stuff.
No, not me.
All right, the lead shrinking. They're running down that 00 car. You got 2 teammates side by side with the 26 and the 28. That's going to be Wagner and Tripp. Keaton's going to hold on to it, and he's going to look to the bottom here, trying to take a spot away from Mr. Bojangles in the 5. And he might clear him, and he's going to get up there for the lead next to the 00. And his teammate was looking on the high side, so we're 2 by 2 for the lead right now, 00 and 26. And this is probably tires, if I had to guess. Those old tires held in there pretty good for a few laps, and they went away, and these guys with fresher tires, well, they're making their way to the front. New leader is, in fact, the old leader. He's led 48 laps here tonight so far. That's the 26 of Keaton Tripp. Meanwhile, we got to look at some of our favorite drivers here. We're going to find one of them back here in 5th. That's the 10 car. of Enrique Del Toro. How's it all go, Nation?
Oh, good Lord, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll just call him Rick Fagone for sure.
We just call him Rick.
All right, and there's Troy Cook's number 51 sitting back here in the 6th position. Car looks clean. Don't see no problems with it. So we'll go back one more. We're going to find the 17 bootlegger right there, Tommy Haynes. He's got his teammate behind him. That's going to be the 56 of John T. Wimbish, and we've seen him have a few problems earlier. But there's a driver I wondered where he was at. 31 car, Richard Holland. He's sitting back here in the 9th position, so just inside the top 10. And Chuck Sweeting running 2nd. Brought out the last caution with a spin. 75 cars recovered nicely. He's back in the top 10 in the 10th position. And then a driver that probably a lot of you have been looking for. That blue and black car right there, Hal Lamy, the number 3. You see Wimbish on the high side of the track right now. He's got a couple cars going by, the 31 and the 75. Hal's got a little bit of company. Hal's currently sitting in the 11th spot, but he's got the 20 right behind him. Oh, we are definitely doing that, Cindy. So your vote has been, well, to be officially counted when Diana gets in here, but we're going to say it's counted just so we can say it. Right, Nation?
That's right.
We do that just so we can kind of take a little bit of credit for it when we didn't really do nothing, but...
Well, yeah, that's what we do.
All right, so this battle back here, 28, 08, 17. That bootlegger, man, he's kind of kicked into afterburners. This might be the cycle for him. Whoa, a little bit of contact with the 28. Now contact's going to send the 17 right down on the apron, and he's going to get around the 28, but he's going to drop a spot to the 51. So a little bit of door love right there. Maybe a little attitude, and some people probably a little pissed off right now, Nation.
Probably a little bit.
Go leaning on somebody. Now, I don't think the 17 intentionally got into the back of the 28 or nothing like that, but it might have been a slight bit of retaliation maybe. So tempers are starting to flare. I'm glad that I'm not listening to the iRacing chatter. Can't do that in broadcast. It would end badly, Nation.
What's the difference between any one of our other broadcasts?
Well, I mean, it'd be worse than that, because then it might piss me off and people get removed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah, we would prefer not to do that, though. I mean, we have to have drivers to race here to put on a show, or we're not going to have anybody to watch it. It wouldn't even matter, because nobody would be racing if we didn't have nobody left.
Just be a blank track.
Oh, Nation, go hide. Diana's here. All right, and I believe that's going to wrap it up for the broadcast. What do you think, Nation?
All right, Vern, do you have anybody you'd like to thank? I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, I thank everybody for coming out tonight. Damn it, we still got half the race to go, Nation.
God damn it.
It sounded good, though, on paper.
I did.
On paper.
I was on board with you.
Yeah, it sounded good on paper.
Mm-hmm. Everything sounds better on paper.
Everything sounds perfect on paper.
Uh-huh.
It's like, it's almost as good as seeing everything on the radio.
I see everything on the radio.
I can't believe the amount of stuff you can see on the radio nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. So we get back here to the bootlegger. He's going to go around a teammate there. Ooh. I thought a couple teammates might make a little bit of front bumper to back bumper love, but nope. They're going to play nice. Oh, Nation. Are you ignoring the chat on purpose, or are you kind of like, what chat?
What chat are you talking about, dude?
I don't know. I don't really see a chat, but I believe somebody is asking you where you want to start.
Right where you want to end.
You're a brave man. Oh, we got a caution.
Oh, look, a
Nation.
caution.
Who wrecked?
I don't know.
Oh, never mind. I found it. That'll be the 14 disguised as a 3-car. He is going through the grass, and that's probably not where you want to be going. I'm not sure that he was the cause of the caution or if this was just the result of him. Nope. He checked up for some bent-up cars. And we're going to figure out what happened in a second here as we back it up one more time. Oh, looked like the 3 and the 18 is where.
Wait a minute. I saw a 14 car.
You have trading paints on?
Of course.
Are you showing custom paints?
I don't know.
So I don't know what brought the caution out exactly. It looked like the 18 had gotten a run possibly on the 3, or maybe the 3 was reacting to something he's seen in front of him. So he's got the 31, and oh, that's what it was. He checked up for the 69 right there, and when he went to avoid him, he made contact with the 18. So that's going to bring out caution number 3 here this evening. Oh, and I'm not sure what just happened there. We're going to go back a few seconds and see that, because this is all after. This is stuff going on after the caution.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to figure out exactly what's going on.
I seen Hal get it wound up in it.
17 just, like the 718 kind of just ran her up there, Nation. I don't think that.
I think he was trying to get out of the way.
Well, he had her wide open there, and I think it probably told him to stay behind the 3, and Hal's car's broken, and that's part of the problem. It's pushing up the track because the right front's broke on it.
Yeah, he slammed the brake.
And the 718 got in that brake and put her in the outside wall, man, and he did some damage to that machine. So we got some beat-up race cars out here right now. Probably just maybe a few pissed-off drivers. I'm not getting into that. Not getting involved in it.
I can think of one.
Oh, I'm going to read this one.
I'd have to quit my job to read that shit.
Okay, so apparently you say you don't curse, which we know that's bullshit because you do. And you called them potty mouth Nation?
Diana's a big potty mouth.
Then you were going to get Denise in trouble when she said shit.
See? I told you they were potty mouth.
Does she need to keep going?
No, I think we're good.
Well, first off, Nation, I don't think that anything could come out of those ladies' mouths that don't come out of your mouth on a regular basis.
I'm offended.
I mean, like...
I'm triggered.
At least 35 times a sentence. Okay?
Okay, on a good day.
Probably the one that curses the least is myself.
Probably.
So we're going to get that out of the way. And I don't really think that calling one of those many women that watch this a potty mouth is a good idea.
Just saying.
But I know where all this is coming from, Diana, Denise, both Cindy's. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you where all this is coming from. So this goes back a couple seasons, and we mentioned it earlier, when Denise was rubbing in the apple pies and the pumpkin pies and all that. Nation has not got over that yet.
Nope.
And that's where all his built-up anger is coming from. So possibly an apple pie or a pumpkin pie to Nation would maybe make him feel better about himself. Mm-hmm. You know,
and I don't even care how much cyanide you put in it.
I'm just saying that snowflakes need a little bit extra attention, if you know what I mean.
Blasphemy. Damn. That's fucked up, Hal.
Well, I know that why you like the aliens. I mean, they shower you with attention, Nation. The aliens will shower you with attention. And
well, I have to have attention.
When have I ever been the voice of reason? Probably never. I could have
I'm going to
used.
go with never.
I'm not gonna lie. I could have used the voice of reason many times here, but I just couldn't find it.
You see that, Vern? You see that shit?
Oh, she
It's
does.
not right.
She doesn't realize when she does that it's not just doing that to you. It's me too.
Hell yeah.
It hurts us both.
I'm hurt.
I am hurt. I'm genuinely hurt now. All right, so 2x2x2. How far back, Nation? All the way back to the apple pie stand. Damn it. So Keaton Tripp, your leader. The Bradley Cooper in the 5, restarting on the outside. 00 right there in third spot's going to be Nick Hunt. 51, though. One of the fan favorites, Troy Cook. You should be devastated, Junior. Pace car's in, and we are now in the Geico restart zone, and they're gone. Battles for second. Keaton Tripp is going to leave that battle for Coop and the 00 of Nick Hunt. But look at Chuck Sweeting right there in the 75 car. Where'd he come from? Out of a cannon. 75, Chuck Sweeting, a little bit of problems earlier. But, man, he's got it straightened out, and that car's headed the right way now. But the racing is back here where Enrique's at in the 10 car. Kyle Stewart in the 20, 10 car right there. Oh, and the 10 car's loose. And we got a caution flag. Just like that. That was quick. Lots of damage on the 10 car.
All right, what'd I miss?
Enrique. Looked like the 20 car might have come up a little bit, and a little bit of contact is all it took to get the 10 loosened in the outside wall, and then he got clipped by a car like Super Hard Nation.
Damn it.
I got to see what car clipped him, so we may have to pause it here. 24 car, Dakota Floyd. So that was the one that clipped him and got caught up in it. So we're going to look at it from the 24's point of view, too. We'll try to get on board with that 24. So let's take a look and see what the driver of the 24 car seen. Oh, Enrique's there in heavy contact. The 24 with heavy damage, going to slide it down close to the end of pit road right here. So that's it. I mean, we had to burn it down with fire to get back there, Nation. Fire!
You don't have any fire.
We don't have none. I'm going to add
Well, you do.
back in, I think. Just for you, Nation, because I know that you miss it so much.
Yeah, I do.
So there's caution flag number 4 on the evening here at Charlotte tonight. Lap 78 of 130 here. So we're getting through this race slowly, but we're getting through it. All right, I got to get back here and read some of the comments. I will personally bring you some pie down. What kind do you want? All right, I'll take apple pie. I love apple pie. I'll eat some pumpkin pie, too. Probably just about any pie you make. All right.
I don't ever get any fucking pie.
We love picking on Nation.
Of course you do.
And Uncle Bill apparently had some apple pie.
Thanks for sharing, Bill.
And Hal Jr. to never be as bad as not having a UFO on fire. We're all hurt by not having that. And he technically says it's all Nation's fault.
This is my surprise face.
And Bill said the pie was good, Nation. Thanks, Bill. That helped us a ton here.
Appreciate it.
Junior had pie once, but that was long ago, Nation. And
Don't think he's talking about the same thing.
I don't either for some reason. Why did we have to go there?
Because it's kind of what we do. It's our thing.
No, it's not.
Sure it is.
No, our thing is broadcasting races on iRacing and you know
Go on.
keeping it PG so the kids can tune in and they can watch their parents race or their brother, their sister, their aunt or uncle or whoever and a couple of village idiots in the booth, you know, top left-hand corner, plain black and white. Anybody could read it, really. So basically what I'm saying, Nation, is responsible parents wouldn't let their children watch this stream.
No. Responsible parents wouldn't watch this stream.
That too, but we're not going to go that far. Responsible's overrated anyway, just so you know.
It is.
It's way overrated. I don't even really like the word.
Nah, there's too many letters in it. There's no pictures. Fuck that.
I can't spell it. I don't like it. No, I can spell it, but still don't mean I like it.
I can't.
Oh, pretty good deal there, Nation, if you're reading that chat.
She is not going to give me a pie.
Well, I mean,
that's an 8-hour drive. She ain't going to do
you're
that.
probably not going to give her a UFO on fire either. I'm just saying.
Damn, Junior, lay off.
Why would Nation want to burn his friends down? Has anybody thought about that?
Yeah, thinkers.
They want you to just burn your friend's ship down, Nation. How else would you get that picture?
I don't know.
You'd have to burn the alien ship down. And then they wouldn't have nothing to abduct you in. What are they going to abduct you in, a taxi cab?
Or a Lamborghini.
Are they going to turn into Uber drivers?
In a Lamborghini.
Yeah. All right, lights are out on the pace car. That's the best news we've had in a little while here. 2x2, your leader still the 26 at Keaton Tripp, leading 68 of 81 laps here at Charlotte tonight. So, dominant performance so far by the 26 car. We'll see if he can keep that up. You got Chuck Sweeting, 75 car, last night's winner. He's going to look to upset that 26. I can assure you that. Hopefully not upset him attitude-wise, though. You got the 5 car, Bradley Cooper. The 00 car, Nick Hunt. And rounding out the top 5, 51 car, Troy Cook. So there you go. That's all your drivers. Nope. That's your top 5. That's not nearly all the drivers, not even close.
Not even 7/8.
Not even 7/8, like Nation said. Hell, not even a quarter. Maybe a quarter. It is a quarter because we got some cars out. Oh, Nation. It's almost right at a quarter.
Oh.
All right, pace car's in, restart zone, we're there, and the 26 car knows that restart zone, and he knows how to take advantage of it. In the 00, well, he's going to try to take advantage of second place here. And he does, and he gets it. Look at that. Inside line, huge advantage on the restart, Nation. Outside line, not so much of an advantage, but we're going to have a battle for second because Sweeting's right back there. Oh, look behind
right there's
these
a 14
guys.
car.
51 car, 14. You see the 14, I've got custom paints on.
Yeah, I see the 14.
Yeah, I don't. I see it as a good wrench number 3 because I have custom paints on.
But I've seen the 3 too.
Man, they're battling back here where the 51's at. We're going to get there. 51 and 5. You see the Coopin involved in that mix right there. Bradley Cooper on the outside. There's the 14. And now the 18, Double B. He's going to jump in there. Brian Beach. Oh, they're going to keep it clean. Ooh, real close racing right there. I think it took the paint off the left front of the 5 car. He might want to drive back up there and get the paint back. Go get it back, Coop.
He needs to get a lot more of that paint off.
Oh, there's a wreck. We got a car in the outside wall, and It went downtown right there, Nation.
Where's caution?
And it might have been the 31 of Holland. And we didn't get a caution, but, man, Holland really...
There it is.
Holland got the bad end of that one, Nation. So we're going to back it up one more time, try to get a little bit different camera view for all the viewers at home. And you see the 31 working the high side. The 20 makes contact with him, sends him hard into the wall. Wow. Enrique in the 10 car, great job avoiding that. And hopefully he stayed avoiding it, because we know the 10 had damage where he would have had to use the fast repair, and he goes through it clean. So Holland's going to get the worst end of that deal in the 31, and, man, you hate it. One of them things, you hate it, but it happens, Nation.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 19 cars on the racetrack. 2 cars have retired, and Hal Lamy is still on pit road in the 3 car. You can see it's pretty severely damaged from the last incident. I think that was caution flag number 4. And I don't know what would have happened to the 3's fast repair, but he must have used it sometime earlier in the race. So, update on lap 65 contact. Gotcha, Austin. Killed his car. Just super loose off the corner, and it killed his car. I can see that. Yep, it'll do it every time. So what the heck, Diana says, and I think that's going to be in reference to the driver of the 3 car sitting on pit road there. And I'm sure he's getting repairs made to it. And I hate it that the guy didn't have a fast repair. Like I said, he must have had some problems earlier in the race, got involved in one of those cautions, and that'll do it every time.
Every time.
Every stinking time. You don't want it to, but it'll do it. So we're lap 86 of 130 now. So we're getting closer, Nation, but we still got a little ways to go. You can't get there from here, but you can get there by watching here.
Wait, what?
That made no sense at all. I'll never do that again as long as I live.
Yes, you will.
Nope, I probably will.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably do it in 5 minutes from now. Maybe less. Possibly even less than 5 minutes from now.
7/8 from now.
1/4 from now. We'll go with a quarter, Nation.
All right.
Hey, we're doing great. We ran all our viewers off.
We had viewers?
We did.
Wow.
Sadly, not anymore. I guess if they all left, though, couldn't we technically shut the stream down and
Yes, we could.
pretend like we had internet problems or something?
I mean, it says 10 watching now, but all I see is a 0, so let's leave.
All right, Nation, I'm dropping a lot of frame rates. There's something going on.
We got to go.
I think the computer's overheated. We're making up shit now.
Fuck it.
Makes me more than being a Colts fan. Whoa, this conversation took a way left turn. I don't know where the chat has went to now, Nation.
I don't either.
On the brighter side of things, before I decided that I didn't know how to pit last night, I was having a great race.
Mm-hmm.
And I was fast, and I was feeling pretty confident, and I was really happy with my long run speed.
On a brighter side of that, those water barrels are never going to fuck with you again.
You're right, because I destroyed them. And I also destroyed the left front of my truck and used my fast repair. So then when I got caught in a later caution, I didn't have a fast repair to use no more. And eventually a guy's motor blew up, and that ended his race.
It just blowed up.
It blowed up. She went out and smoked. And the broadcast seen the smoke, and I seen the smoke. Macaulay seen it. You probably seen it, and that was the end of it. Went up and smoked. Poof.
Poof. Confetti.
Yep. Poof. Confetti. No. We won't do that no more.
Yes, we will.
Can't wait till we get back to UFO on fire.
Yeah, that just makes me want to make it all more.
I'm never going to do that again.
Yes, you will.
5 minutes from now, probably.
Yep.
I'll forget about it. Just like you. You forget about everything, so if I forget about something.
Everything.
Right. Then it's a free pass. And we
now I see what's happening.
What?
On your broadcast, there's a second 3 car, but on the live, what I'm watching, there's a 14 car.
Right, because on your iRacing, you probably don't have the custom paints on.
Right. I was wondering what was fucking me up.
All right, 2x2 getting ready for a restart. Lap 88, 26 Keaton Tripp, 00 Nick Hunt. 75 right there is going to be Chuck Sweeting, and the 14 car will be Craig Lerman. 51 of Troy Cook rounds out your top 5. And you see Double B's 18 to 5 of Coop, 63 Glenn Jamison, and we're back to green flag racing. I'll tell you what, that 26 has damn sure got that Geico restart zone down, nation. And the battles once again for second, 00 on the high side. 75 this time on the bottom side, but the 75 couldn't quite get the run that the 00 did. He's going to send it off in the corner here. Hopefully it sticks. Oh, 00 sent it off a little too far. 75 is going to take the P2 spot. 14 car is going to try to take advantage of the 00 and get the 3rd spot, but we'll see. All right, 51 of Troy Cook still riding in the 5th position. He's got Double B in the 18 on the bumper. When I say Double B, I'm talking about the 18 car, driver being Brian Beach.
BB gun.
Hence the Double B. You see Brian pulling up right on the back bumper of the 51 right here. The 5 car, Bradley Cooper, he's in that mix. 5th, 6th, and 7th position, respectfully. Oh, Coop's going to get a look to the high side right here. So he's going to get a look to the high side of that 18 car. That's some close racing. You see John Sanu behind him in the 86. Got a bootlegger back there in the 17. So we don't know what these guys are doing as far as tire strategies or anything go, but we've seen about the same players up front for a while now, especially the race leader. Man, still some real close racing. I'm not entirely sure that the caution flags are done yet. In fact, they're probably not done at all.
No.
They're probably just getting warmed up. So 86 is Sanu, 69 right there, Dickerson. There's the 31, Richard Holland, recovering nicely after that last incident. 10 car, Enrique, Rick Fagone right here. 17, Tommy Haynes. 5 car, 86 car, John Sanu. You see the 86 car, you got to say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Sanu.
Hello.
That's John's parents. So we're going to get back up here where Double B's at in 18, the 5 car. Coop. So Double B takes over the top 5. Coop back in 6, and now Troy Cook in the 51 is going to move back to 7. So they kind of swapped all the positions around. And then the battle behind that, 17 and 69 are just side by side, door to door. Down the back straightaway, the bootlegger going for a spot. He's not going to get it. Dick Dickerson's going to hold him off. Sanu, though, dropping a couple spots as he's got a couple of teammates lined up to take advantage of him. 10 car, Enrique, and the 31 car, Richard Holland. This is all inside your top 10. Holland's trying to break into the top 10, and he's going to get it right here. Nope, he don't. He took 11th away, so Holland just outside of the top 10 right now. And we're going to do it through the field, hopefully, before we get a caution flag. And you know when we do that, we like to go on board. So let's start it right now with your race leader, 26 car Keaton Tripp. How'd he get there? Well, be honest about it, Nation. He started there.
I'm pretty sure he drove there.
He started there. He started first, and he's still leading this thing. In fact, he's led 82 of 96 laps around Charlotte tonight. So I'd say this driver's got it figured out pretty well. So let's go to another guy that's got it figured out pretty well. You can see that he's not far behind your race leader, and he is, in fact, last night's truck race winner here. That's going to be Chuck Sweeting in the 75. Let me just put it this way, Nation. When it gets late in a race, you might want to put your bets on this 75 car because that's a driver that knows how to get it done. He's a closer.
He does.
He is certainly a closer. So we'll go back to another guy that's having a great run here tonight, and it's good to see, and that's the driver of this green 00 truck. Nick Hunt having a phenomenal drive here at Charlotte tonight in the Xfinity car. I said truck, and it's really car. I'm used to broadcasting the truck so much on Wednesday night, been doing it so many seasons, it's hard to boot that away, Nation. But we, in fact, got Xfinity cars here. So we'll go back to fourth. We'll find another driver we're familiar with. That's going to be the 18 Double B, Brian Beach. You see him get a little bit loose off the corner here. Beach sitting back in the fourth position. Go back one more. We're on board with the 14 car. Craig Lerman sitting in the fifth spot. So rounding out your top five right here at Charlotte tonight. He's not in the fifth spot no more. He's now in sixth as this driver right here is going to go by him. That's Larry Dickerson in the 69. So 69 having a good run tonight. Do you have anything to do with that, Nation? You been tuning on the car any or what?
No, he fired me.
He fired you, and he's getting that thing going forward, ain't he?
I sent him my application again, and he said, fuck you.
All right, so let's go on board with the seventh place driver right here. That's going to be the 51 of Troy Cook, one of the fan favorites right here. So you're on board with Troy behind the 14 of Lerman. And Troy might be trying to pick up a position. You see Lerman go a little bit high right here. That's going to allow the 51 to drive down to the bottom. He had to get out of the gas quite a bit, though, on the corner exit, so I'm sure they're side by side down the straightaway here. Even though you can't see it, I can hear that car to his outside. So let's go back to eighth position. We're going to get on board with this driver right here. He's getting involved in that action up there, and that's the 10-car Rick Fagone. Enrique Del Toro. We're not going all the way there, are we, Nation? No time.
Nah, just Rick.
So we'll go back to ninth position, and he's watching the battle in front of him. That's going to be the 5-car, the Coupe, Mr. Bojangles, Bradley Cooper in the 5, sitting in a nice spot. And he's trying to forward his position. Double B's in the outside wall. They're going to miss him. Oh, man, that got close to being a caution right there. Hold it together, boys. Let me do my through the field. So let's go back again. Going to get on board with the 31 right here, Richard Holland. Holland trying to recover from a couple of incidents here. Charlotte has not been kind to the driver of the 31 car. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
He had a fast truck last night, and it didn't quite end the way he wanted it to. And he looked early in the race to have a pretty fast 31 car here tonight, Xfinity car. But it hasn't really panned out, so I'm sure the 31 would like to turn it around right now. So rounding out the top 10 right here is going to be the number 17, the bootlegger himself, Tommy Haynes. And you see Haynes looking in front of him. He's got a couple of teammates with the 10 and the 31. Tommy's going to close up on him a little bit, and this car's just really tight. It looks like they got so much wheel in it, the thing wants to break loose off the corner. So we'll go back one more. We're going to be on board with this driver in his car. That's the 63 of Glenn Jamison. Glenn currently sitting in the 11th position, having a great run here tonight. Just a typical Glenn Jamison race, no damage on the car. Oh, 17 outside wall right in front of him. Ooh, 17 drove down a little bit farther, and I thought they were going to get together there. So Haynes having a little problem. We're going to go on board with the 86 car right here. That's going to be John Sanu driving the 86. And you see what it looks like in front of him. He's got the 17 up there, 63's up there. And these guys are trying to hold it together, and we're trying to get through the field here. So we'll go back to 13th position. You're going to go on board with the 24 of Dakota Floyd. Dakota having a pretty good run. We've seen him get in a little bit of trouble earlier, but since then, the driver of the 24's got it straightened out pretty well, and he's headed the right way with it. So back up to 14th. You're going to go on board right here as you see a car headed to pit road, but we'll go on board with the 20 of Kyle Stewart. Stewart's a driver I probably haven't said a lot about tonight, but I remember seeing him in a couple of instances with the camera, and man, that racing up there is close. We're probably getting a caution pretty soon. So we go back to 15th. We're on board with the 56 car. That's going to be John T. Wimbish, and man, that car got loose or got real tight off the corner. You heard him check out of the throttle there, and that's an indication that the car's just not turning the way that the driver would like it. So let's go back one more, and you're familiar with this driver. That's the 718 car. Raymond Chess right there, Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Something to do with headbangerradios.com or something?
That's the guy, yeah.
Yeah, him and you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go on board with the 18. We've seen him getting the outside wall out of another driver's windshield. So Double B in a little bit of trouble when he was running up in that top 5, and he's back in 17th now, got it a lap down, and it looks like he just come off of pit road. So speaking of coming off pit road, a guy who's probably not having the kind of night that I would have expected, but he also just come off pit road, so that'll change around a little bit for the 70 of Burt Wilson, and we'll see where he can finish this thing up. 23 laps to go here tonight. We got 3 cars that have exited the race. Hal Lamey's still on pit road right here. So we'll go back to the leader and change our camera views, and that's it, Nation. We did an entire through the field under green flag.
All by ourselves.
I felt all by myself.
Well, I mean, I did most of it.
Well, what? Moral support?
Well, yeah.
I don't need that. What I need is apple pie.
Yeah, we ain't getting that. We're just not getting it.
Just keep crushing my hopes and dreams, Nation. Every time I turn around, hopes and dreams, nope. Nation crushed it again.
Not here.
Man, I'm looking back here at this gaggle of cars.
Fucking gaggle.
It's back again, ain't it, Nation? The gaggle's
It's back.
31, 51, 14, and 5. So Lerman's found himself around a bunch of teammates, 0-0 to pit road. And pit stops are happening, man. I mean, these guys got a lot of laps on these on this stint, 20 laps to go, and the real question that begs an answer is going to be who's got a fresh set of tires to bolt on for this last run.
Well, I reckon the 0-0's about to.
26 leader, pit road right now. On the brakes hard. Can he get it woed down enough? Ooh, he brought her in hot. Hopefully not too hot, because the penalty right here would certainly put a nail in your
yeah, you're fucked.
Your proverbial coffin.
Proverbial.
Your perverted coffin.
Your perverted coffin. That's fucked up.
I had to. So he's going to hand the lead over to the 75 right here, Chuck Sweeting, who's going to be enjoying a 2.4-second lead over Larry Dickerson. And Sweeting's going to keep it out here, but I don't know how long he can keep it out there. I really don't. He's got 40 laps on this stint right here. So the fuel tank has got to be getting a little bit light. And you know what happens when the fuel tank gets too light, Nation?
Yeah, it goes faster.
Yeah, goes faster because it don't go at all. So let's watch the 75. 18 laps to go. Is he going to bring it to pit road this time? He is not. Wow. In the Joe Biden coffin, Corey Reese says, where has that guy been?
Yeah, no shit, Corey. Where the fuck have you been? So Sweeting, your leader, and that's a familiar spot for that driver.
We go back here to our second place driver right now. It's going to be the 69 of Larry Dickerson. And Dickerson's going to blow her down and bring her to pit road, too. Sweeting's on pit road, so race leader's on pit road. Second place on pit road. Sanu's going to keep it out on track, and John Sanu's going to be the new race leader. But he's a lot of laps on this stint right here. So he's going to be pitting pretty soon. So's the 10 car. We got a few cars that have not pitted yet. That's going to end with the 20 car Kyle Stewart. So those cars have not. Corey Reese said he didn't know where he was supposed to be. Hell, if this.
Well, now you do.
Oh, man, Sanu. Oh, no, Sanu. You don't want to do that. He was getting on them brakes pretty hard, and I thought the guy was going to turn it right to the inside wall, and that's definitely doesn't end well, especially with 15 to go. I'll tell you, making a mistake on the final pit stop, that is enough to not just ruin your race, but it'll hurt your feelings, Nation.
Well, it might hurt other people's feelings as well.
It could, depending on who you wrecked when you did it. You might piss a few guys off, but you'll definitely be hurt over it. So Enrique still got that 10 car out there, and he's got a few more laps he can hold it out there if he chooses so. He's got 37 laps on that run. We know they can go 41, 42 laps, Nation. Will he? I don't know, because I just don't know if he will.
Yeah, we don't know.
No, he doesn't. He's the 10 car to pit road right now. So that answered that question. It's all null and void at this point. 26 car, though, that's the one I was keeping an eye on. He has been to pit road. He's going to he's probably going to take over the lead when the 20 has to come to pit road. And the 20 is going to be close, man. The question is, can Keaton catch him? He's about 18 seconds behind the 20 right now. So Kyle Stewart in the 20 car is your race leader. He's 33 laps into his stint. And I don't think he's going to be able to make it, Nation, on fuel.
No, I don't think so.
I believe that the driver's going to have to stop again, which would hand it over to Keaton Tripp. But you see a lot of guys getting their lap back, including the 31 and the 5. There's the 5 trying to get his lap back right now. Double B in the 18 getting his back. And that's because they're on fresh tires, because they just come off a pit road in the 20 car. He hasn't been to pit road yet. But he's 34 laps into the stint, so he had a little farther he could run on it. Corey, I've been great. Nation, how you been?
I'm still here.
Fair to Midland?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get no apple pie, so shitty?
Nope. No apple pie, no nothing.
So we've been good here. It's been a good season. Start to the season 10 here at WFO so far. 69-31. Nope. 20's on pit road now, Nation. So that's going to hand the lead over to that driver right there, the 26 car Keaton Tripp. 99 laps led here tonight with 10 laps to go, and he's got a 3-second lead over Chuck Sweeting. That, Nation, is a great problem to have, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
10 to go and a 3-second lead. But the question is, I mean, I don't know if he got 4 tires or 3 tires or 2 tires. Heck, only I just don't know. You don't know how many tires he had or Chuck Sweeting had or anybody. Oh, I had a great Thanksgiving, Diana. Hopefully that you guys enjoyed the same. And especially Mama Riddle. She deserves the best when it comes to Thanksgivings and Christmases and holidays, don't you, Nation?
Nothing but the best.
That's right. Nation's going to personally go up there and make pies for her pretty soon. No, I got that wrong. Nation's going to go up there and eat pies with Mama Riddle.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
If you were to consume one of Nation's pies, then probably
That would just be a bad idea.
ending getting your stomach pumped or something. All right, so Sweeting, he's closing it in, Nation, but there's 7 laps to go, and 2.6 seconds is a lot of time to make up in 7
That's a lot.
laps. It is. I wish I could just, snap my fingers and say, oh, the field's bunched up. It's going to be a great finish, but I'd be lying. I just wouldn't be telling the truth, but I'll tell you, a solid run and performance right here for the third-place driver. And we've seen Nick have some decent runs, and he's had some bad luck to go with it. He's a Wednesday night racer, not a Tuesday night driver, but a Wednesday night racer in the Wicked Wednesday Xfinity Series. And I'll tell you, one of the nicest guys you'll talk to, and we have a few of those guys in here, Glenn Jamison being another one.
Me.
And certainly not Nation.
What the fuck?
Denise said they'll bake the pies, Nation.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I guess maybe we should both go up there.
There better be some pretty fucking amazing pies.
Yeah, because it is a pretty long drive. It's a long drive for you, but it's a super long drive for me.
It's a long flight for you.
It's a long flight for me, even.
It's only an 8-hour drive for me.
So Dickerson back here in the 6th spot, he's had a pretty solid run here tonight as well, and we're 5 to go. But I'll tell you what, Chuck Sweeting's going to make me a fan. I'm not even going to lie. We're down to 4 laps to go, but Sweeting has cut over a second off that lead. Yeah, she'll be a great Nana next year. You hear that, Nation? Got to go to Pennsylvania for the pie, Corey. So Sweeting is cutting into the lead, man, but with 3 to go when they get to the line, I don't know if he's got enough time, Nation.
I don't see it.
He's putting on a performance, a show. Your leader right now, again, he's been your leader most of the race. 26 of Keaton Tripp. He just wants to finish this thing and put a check mark next to I fucking dominated. That right, Nation?
Mm-hmm.
So now the votes are pouring in for the 31 of Richard Holland, and Holland's back here battling for the podium spot, and I'd kind of pulling for him to get it in a way, Nation, so we can double interview him. Interviewing him for finishing in the top 3 and driver of the day. But he's in a hell of a battle back here with the 00, and we got 2 laps to go. And Dickerson's involved in that, so as of now, though, it might be a double interview with the 31. He just moved into the top 3, so hopefully keep our fingers crossed he can hold it, Nation. 0.7 of a second with a white flag out. 0.6 of a second. So the 75, man, he is making us a believer. He's running the race leader down 0.5 of a second, but I think Sweeting overdrove it out of the corner.
Yeah, I think it's over.
I think this might have done it. 0.5 second the advantage. Sweeting, though, really closing in down here in 3 and 4, but it's not going to be enough. Even though the 26 gets behind a lap car, Keaton Tripp's going to pull it off here at Charlotte tonight. So he's going to deny Sweeting going back-to-back, and I love this. When he wins it, he drifts the car, Nation.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
That's one of the things I like to see. Yeah, and you're right, Corey. Sweeting just ran out of laps. He had a hot rod. He just ran out of laps, but here goes the drifting. This kid puts on the post-race show, don't he?
Yeah, he does.
Going to drift it, use the road course a little bit and the grass. He's going to celebrate it right here in What a dominating performance. 109 of 130 laps ran, and you can't beat it, Nation. Sweeting was going to make it interesting, though, wasn't
he? He was up there.
So Keaton Tripp, 3 in a row for Keaton right here in the Wicked Wednesday Xfinity Series. Keaton able to wrap up Milwaukee and North Wilkesboro, so he dominated the short tracks, and we get to 1.5 miles, and Keaton Tripp's looking at 3 in a row and his 3rd win on the season. So good run for that driver. He's in the staging room, so we're going to get interviews going early here. Keaton Tripp, we got you up in the broadcast booth with Vernon Nation. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
All I can say is 3 in a row, man, and a dominating performance. 109 laps led. Tell us about your race.
The cars were definitely really tight tonight. There's a big tire management, and I was just trying to stay up front as much as possible because clean air was key, and if you could hold the outside, I don't think anyone could get past you, really. And I just maintained my track position tonight, and it worked out in the end. On that last pit stop there, I didn't know what to do, so I went with a two-tire stop with fuel, and if there was probably another lap, I think Chuck would have gotten me with with the 2 tires I had, but it worked out in the end, and I called the right strategy, I guess, tonight.
Yeah, you definitely, like I said, 109 laps led here, so you definitely put on a dominating performance, and your 3rd win in a row. You dominated on the short tracks the past couple of weeks. So what was it like coming off those short tracks and then coming back to 1.5 miles tonight?
It was definitely a big change for sure. Last night I had a problem, struggles getting used to the 1.5 miles again. So I was struggling saving tires last night. So I figured I'd make it my goal tonight to try to make it better on the long run, and it worked out tonight. I think on the long run, Chuck was very competitive with me, and he hung on with me about the whole run. Richard would hold on with me for about half the run, and then it was just pretty fun racing tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, it looked like you had the thing dialed in pretty good and able to go out there and, like I said, put a check mark next to what, Nation? Nation's gone. He done checked out for the aliens. Come in and get him when the race is over, Keaton.
Man,
again, they do that to the fella. I don't want to get into what they might be doing to him. One could only imagine.
That ain't good.
Keaton, you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth up here tonight?
Family and friends watching at home, and then you guys putting on these fun races every week. Broadcasting, and it's been a good season so far, so that's for sure.
Yeah, it has, and man, I'll tell you, looking real good. You've got yourself locked into the chase, and these past few weeks, you've just turned it up a couple of notches, Keaton.
That is for sure. I don't know what it is, but I've just been on a roll lately.
Well, you have to try to keep up that same momentum as we head to Auto Club next week.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I haven't raced at Auto Club in a long time.
Well, next Tuesday night with the trucks, and then Wednesday night with the Xfinity Series, you're going to get back to AutoZone. So good luck to you. What did I say AutoZone for? Did I say AutoZone? I think I did.
Because you're fucking retarded.
Exactly. Village Idiot, top left-hand corner in black and white, Nation's back.
The aliens dropped them off.
Yeah, they dropped them off, didn't they, Keaton?
Yeah.
Man, that's fucked up.
He just went on a spaceship ride.
Were they in their Lamborghini?
No, you didn't.
I did. All right, Keaton, have a good night, buddy.
Yep, you guys too.
Take care, man.
Yep.
Keaton Tripp, race winner right there. So we're going to go back and find our second place driver. In another lap, he wouldn't have been the second place driver, would he, Nation?
No, he'd have been a first place driver.
Chuck Sweeting, Vernon Nation up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Oh, man, you needed us to extend that a lap, didn't you?
Yeah, maybe too. I don't know. Getting to somebody and passing them is a different story, especially when it's Keaton, but I almost got there. I probably should have pitted when he pitted, and He just got such a jump on me and couldn't quite make it up. I almost got there, but just wasn't good enough tonight.
Well, you were able to put the truck in victory lane last night here, and what was different about the car versus how the truck drove?
Uh, well, the car started out a little bit looser, but it got just as tight as the truck did last night. But driver error was the biggest thing. I got the tires and we had a green flag pit stop, and then just lost it off of 2 there, and damaged the car and had to go to the back. And I don't know, kind of like last night, I was coming from behind the whole race, it seemed like. So, but I don't know. It's tough when these things are low on fuel. When we run a lower fuel percentage, which I like it for the strategy and especially with the tires, but it makes them really tight. So you have to drive it so much differently than you would normally. And I'm still adjusting to it because I've never run in a league where we have this lower fuel. So, but I'm learning. I'm getting a little bit better each week.
Yeah, and that is one of the things I like because it changes it. Obviously, if you run the official series in the same car at the same track, then you have the same setup, but you got a full tank of fuel, and you're right, it just drives different. And then when you do 50% fuel, and we do that to try to change it up a little bit and make it more interesting. I guess.
Yeah, and it does do that. It's better for the fans that's watching. It's more interesting for me and more challenging for me. So yeah, like you say, you don't get to run all week long in a full fuel, and then you're already set for a league race. That doesn't work out this way. So, which I don't run official anyway, so it wouldn't matter to me. But yeah, I like it. I gotta learn a little bit. I hate a tight setup, but I'm gonna have to learn to like it one way or another. So, but
well,
I'm not doing too bad with it.
No, you're not doing bad at all. It looks like you're getting it figured out, and you've knocked out a win this season too. So, I wouldn't be real concerned if I was you. Sometimes I think, like when I seen you spin, I just thought you were doing that to kind of add a degree of difficulty to your night.
No.
I didn't. I thought about it for a second, and I'm like, oh, he's like challenge accepted now. And
No, I just lost focus, and man, it only takes a second, and then on those cold tires, and there was no reason for me to be pushing it that hard. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. It's just a stupid thing on my part, but I overcame it for the most part. But we'll reset and go to California, and I like that place, so hopefully I can run good there.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I wouldn't say that you done anything crazier on that than me pitting last night and hitting the barrels on pit road. So
I've done that many times.
we all do. We all do crazy, stupid stuff, but it's all in the fun. Chuck, you have anyone you want to thank? Why we got you in the booth here tonight?
Just thanks to Hal for the support in the league. Of course, Vern, you, and everybody that does the admin work, and anybody else that helps out the league. Major respect to the drivers in the league, because it's rare when people aren't fussing and fighting, and so this is a real enjoyable league to run in, and look forward to rewatching the broadcast back.
Well, we appreciate that, Chuck, and great run here tonight. So congratulations on that, and we look forward to seeing you at Auto Club next week, buddy.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you there.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too.
Well, that's the second place driver right there, Chuck Sweeting, and we get to do a double interview now, Nation.
Oh, God.
I'll do the first interview, and then you pick up the driver of the day.
No.
Nope, you do it all then.
Hal's right there. He can do it.
Nope, you can.
No, Hal can do it.
Nope. Richard Holland, Vern Nation, and now Hal up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
All right, Nation, take it away.
Fuck you.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I thought I was muted.
You know how hard that driver had to work to get up in the top 3 here, Nation? He drove his ass off.
How you doing, Richard?
Oh, better now that that's over. Wow. That's all
You
I
didn't
gotta
like
say.
that? You got a top 3. You didn't like that?
No, I'm not a fan of the tire strategy stuff.
Well,
He's figuring it out, Nation.
Yeah, you figure it out, but because you have to survive. But I don't know. You end up at some point getting back in the traffic, and then you get caught up in people's shit, and it ruins your race, and then it's just your strategy's off, and you know what I mean. It is what it is. But no, we did really well to fight back through the traffic, and been quite a while. This thing drove like an absolute dump truck. I think it had like a 20-foot plow attached to the front of it, and when you were in traffic, it was 20 times worse than that. So you had to be real disciplined and backing your corners up and not overdriving the center, and it was crazy. It just wanted to go straight to the wall after about 5-6 laps.
Well,
So
you had a good recovery to get up in the top 3, and I'm not going to lie, we were pulling for you.
yeah, I don't know. Them guys up front, they've been fast, and they hit the strategy, and I'm sure they've had a little bit of luck on this side too. But if you don't have luck with this strategy with the limited tires and stuff, then you are not gonna have good finish.
Gotcha. Yeah. We were pulling for you, though, Nation. You want to tell them why we were pulling for them so hard?
Would you like to know why you're still up here?
Um,
Damn, Nation, really?
What?
That's not how you say that.
Sure.
You're driver of the day, bro.
Ah, nice. That's awesome. It's been a while since we've had that vote. I had that award or given the fans much to vote for this season. So we appreciate that. Appreciate the fact that they're still out watching the races and supporting us and rooting for us, voting for us, and everything. So yeah, thank you to the fans. We'll go get them. We'll see if we can get them at Auto Club. Fuck you too, Nation.
Nation just went silent, give you the silent treatment, didn't he?
No, just letting him talk.
He was done.
Richard is never done.
No, but I was pulling for you. I'm like, man, if Richard could get up in the top 3, we only got to do 3 interviews.
Yeah.
We were just saving ourselves the 4th interview, man. You saved us. You're our hero tonight, Richard Holland. So even though you got 3rd, it was almost like a win for us, wasn't it, Nation?
No, yes, it was.
Well, at least we accomplished something tonight.
Yeah, we got first place in the interview section.
Man,
nice.
You definitely had a rough night going, though. We could see it. One of the times you got clipped and put into the outside wall pretty hard there, and it just
blew the motor there, and we had to coast around 3/4 of a lap to get it to pit road. We were lucky to get it back there without towing, and of course that put us in the very end of the field there, and had to use my quick repair, and I didn't really want to, but didn't have a choice, obviously. So we got lucky we didn't get tangled up in something else after that.
Yeah, you worked through it pretty good there at the end. We kept an eye on you in the broadcast. When you rewatch it, you'll see it. So we were keeping tabs on you, man.
Yeah, 10-4. That's cool. I'll be able to watch that. I did pass quite a few cars there, so it'll be cool to go back and watch that for sure. But yeah, I just found that you just really had to be disciplined on the long run, and especially racing around people and not get enticed into overdriving it, because it was so easy to overdrive this thing tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Even the truck was last night.
Yep.
And the aero tight and stuff like that. So, man, just good recovery for you. And anything, bad that happened with the truck, I'm pretty sure Nation had the voodoo doll out again.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Don't
I
blame
figured
me.
that. I could tell that.
Well, when you smacked the outside wall real hard, that was all on Nation. Every stinking.
Of course it was.
Yeah, he blew the right front tire. I knew exactly what happened when it happened. Believe me, I was cussing him out. Fucking Nation.
All right, so I was reading the YouTube chat and going through the ban list, and I don't see Corey in here.
Yeah, I was just looking through that. I don't see him in there.
Talking about Discord.
That's what I'm in. I'm looking at the ban list on Discord, and Corey is not in there.
You said YouTube.
He's not banned on YouTube, is he?
No, but that's what you said.
Oh.
You said I'm looking on YouTube.
No, I was looking at the YouTube chat on what Corey said, and then I was in here on the ban. So I don't see him on here. He's not Cam. I don't think he's Lull or Little Berserker or Lime Cooler. ML Love 3.
Well, just run it again, Corey.
Yeah, just go to our website. Click on our website and maybe the disc. No, Corey. Go to click in the description of the stream. Click on the link and it'll take you to the website. Scroll down to the bottom and click connect to Discord. That's the easiest way. You don't even need an invite. It's like a self-invite. And it works.
It's like, let me in, motherfucker.
Yeah, it'll just bring you in. It ain't even let me in. It'll just bring you in. It'll be like, boop, and you're there. Nope, don't work like that at all.
Nope, no.
Not at all. I don't even know why we went there, Nation.
We didn't go there.
So I have a little bit of work to do now that the race is over. Points just being one of them, but obviously some race review stuff to do. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a end to the broadcast here. What do you think, Nation?
I think that's a very good idea.
I think we're closing it out. We didn't get any pie tonight, so we can't go into overtime.
Nope.
And we're just going to...
No pie.
Yep, we're going to call it a good night right here. Remind everybody next Tuesday night, the Twisted Tuesday Amy Contract and Truck Series will be headed to Auto Club. Not AutoZone, but Auto Club.
Not AutoZone.
Right. Be headed
Maybe for parts afterwards.
Probably.
Yeah, afterwards they'll be stopping by.
Okay, so we'll be headed to Autos. I almost did AutoZone. We're going to have to go to AutoZone, like
sooner or
Richard
later.
Holland said, probably after the first caution. We'll be sending people down there. But me and Nation will be back in the booth next Wednesday night for the Wicked Wednesday Xfinity series. Just like every Wednesday night, we'll be back next Wednesday night. So have a great, safe weekend, and we'll see you next week. Thank